It's not their fault they're here. They were brought here by us, you know. In fact, the only thing about snakes is you either love them or hate them. I mean, everybody has some sort of feeling about a snake, don't they? I guess I don't know if I really love them, but I'm enchanted by them, I guess. This all goes way back to Adam and Eve, doesn't it? Snakes and how we fear them. So we all have that instinct about snakes, but we really let this one get out of hand. They're catching, I think, almost 1,500 pythons a year now. And so it's not going to be elimination. I don't think it'll ever be elimination, unfortunately.
All right, Jurassic Park. I've been hunting pythons for the state of Florida since the program started a little over 2 years ago. I've definitely seen, at least for me personally, I'm catching smaller pythons on average, and all the python hunters across the board, and even a lot of just kind of recreational users of the Everglades have noticed an increase in wildlife, which is huge. You know, that's really what I'm looking for. I don't think we're ever going to get rid of the Burmese pythons altogether, but it's all about management and giving our native wildlife a fighting chance at this point. Right now, I'm kind of half hunting. We're working our way out a little bit further, but I'm mainly looking for the shape and the pattern. What I look for the most part is something that just doesn't belong in the swamp. I'm used to what the swamp looks like. I'm used to what it should look like. When I first started the program, I was hunting the pythons like it was a deer or a snake or a hog, and I killed myself for like 2 months and wasn't catching anything, just out walking around the swamp trying to find these pythons, and that's not the way to find them. They're too good at hiding. You're not going to find them out in the thick stuff. You really need to hunt these kind of more open areas, and more specifically roadways, to find them. Generally this time of year I'm down here for at least 3 days a week, I'd say. Sometimes 5 days, and I live 2.5 hours away, so I'll stay out here the whole time, sleep in my truck, and then wake up and hunt. Pretty cool. Now he's going to try to wrap up on me. Mm-hmm. Usually, they like to spray poop and musk too. Surprised this guy isn't. This last year, on average, I'm catching smaller snakes. This time, 2 years ago, on average, they were all about, oh, there he goes. They were all about at least over 10 foot. That's smells like money. It's the Everglades cologne there. It's a defense mechanism for them. It's mostly a musk, but it's also some feces and urine comes with it as well. As far as temperaments go, this guy's actually not even that bad. Normally especially this time of year, they're a lot more wily. This guy was somewhat on the calmer side.
We have no idea how many there are. The low estimate's like 30,000, and people say it could be over 300,000. So this is why we show the python. If you start off with 30,000, they're going to go up like that, even with hunting. And this one assumes only 20 eggs, and by 2028, in 8 years, we think there'll be 3 million. Another python is very dutiful. Maternal instinct, she stays there until they start hatching. When they hatch, they're 20 inches long. That's a big animal. Pythons, the Burmese pythons, were first introduced in South Florida in the 1980s by the pet trade, the exotic pet trade. And the National Park Service estimates that over 100,000 Burmese pythons have been imported in this country as pets. 2012, they were banned from bringing more Burmese pythons in this country. A little too late. Too little too late, I think, in that regard, right? and they're here. They're established population. That wasn't really recognized until, 10, 15 years ago that they were a breeding population. And now we're going, oh my goodness. We can deal with them until we can't. Until they run out of food and they're here and then we're here. And we're together. And that's not going to be a pretty story.